Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, where last time we learned that as a YouTuber, what I should really be doing is playing easy games. Easy games. Super easy games. Games with absolutely no challenge. Games for babies. Games that are so easy, babies can defeat them. Games that are so easy, if you left the Xbox controller next to a baby, their random flailing would cause them to win the game. Does that exist? Is there a game that is so easy, if you left the controller near a baby, they would win? But in the meantime, let's try to finish Alan Wake 2, where I'm struggling, but I'll do my best. Let us go to the case board because she seems to want to go to the case board. No. Can I upgrade a weapon yet? I don't think so. No, I only have 3 scraps of page. This is probably why the upgrades in this game are as good as they are. Like, if you have to spend a lot of scraps in order to upgrade anything specific, then that means that upgrade has to be meaningful. Like, I probably would go for the increase in magazine size, because my accuracy isn't good enough to do 2 headshots in quick succession. And auto-fire mode sounds like a great way for me to just run out of ammo fast. And it keeps wanting me to, It keeps wanting me to... damn you, hair. Son of... I'll get you, hair. It keeps wanting me to... look at the advertisement for the outdoor adventures. Like, I've already looked at it. Alright, so we've got a nursery rhyme.
Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
Honestly, this is probably the most normal thing. Oh, no. Or do I need to put that first? Who are putting these rhymes out there? Like, they all have to exist in story. And I did unlock another stash near Cauldron Lake.
Right.
And another stash, also near Cauldron Lake.
Yep. Already got the answers to these.
Oh, we've closed this case.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
I killed Nightingale. I had to. He was a monster. The flooding around Cauldron Lake receded afterward. Nothing about this makes rational sense. We found Alan Wake, a rider, missing for 13 years at the shore of the lake. But we're going to worry about that in a little bit, because we got some stuff to explore around here. Got some locked boxes. Where are we? Okay, we are up there. Yeah, we've got 2 locked boxes that we cannot access. The Witchfinder Station and whatever is in this direction. Hopefully, we will not run into bad guys until we have resupplied to some extent. We've got a lot of shotgun ammo, but no shotgun. It would be nice if I found...
one of those rhymes.
A mother crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. I'm guessing that goes there, actually. We're gonna leave it there and hope for the best. Wait. Was that something else? That was just a manila folder. You know how you find manila folders out in the wild. Was I not supposed to shoot that? I mean, I only have 3 bullets anyway. It's not highlighted on the map. Let's go to the Witchfinder station. Maybe we'll find some witches. We'll find another nursery rhyme, I guess.
An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location. And a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest. 2 corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition. A haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub. Twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality. A blanket over it, where they all overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design.
Did you get that? There will be a quiz.
There's a rhyme over here.
A lot of rhymes, but no reason. The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry, that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find... Okay, let's try that again. What was supposed to rhyme with hungry? Wrong? Was wrong supposed to rhyme with hungry? No, wrong rhymes with strong. Where does hungry rhyme? There's no rhyme for hungry. Or host. No, host goes with most. This is a very poor rhyme. Like the first two lines rhyme with each other. The second two lines don't rhyme with anything. Then the last set of lines, you have the 2 and the 3 that rhyme together. I'm going to have to give this a D- for poetry. That he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved most. The meter is terrible. Kid, go back to poetry school. Ah, thank goodness. Why are there moose stalls in each of the rooms? Like, there's a moose stall here, there's another moose stall face down in the other room. Are we going to find moose stalls in all of the rooms? Oh my gosh. That was why that door is open in that direction.
I feel bad for these guys.
Is there like an achievement you get for petting all of the deer heads? Objective from the Federal Bureau of Control. Research into the reality-altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area utilizing fiction and art as a source, and then manifesting the results into existence. Methodology. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes. We have the reason to the rhyme, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events after which they serve as the source of their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme text with a specific function and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful test process with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting itself in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data, with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing based on our results. Damn you, Federal Bureau of Control. Is this another? Test sites in Cauldron Lake. Witchfinder Station has 2, Streamside 1, Cauldron Lake Rental Cabins has 1. Oh, it's just a bathroom. A well-stocked bathroom, as that has multiple rolls of toilet paper. Oh, there's the back door. July 21st. Tip of the day. When nature calls on a hike, check the direction of the wind before answering. Don't piss in the wind. Got it. Observations. Hikers have broken off branches of some of the trees down by the lake to make an illegal fire. Try to fix some of the damage doused the area. Maybe put up more instructional signs. I also found some tracks I couldn't recognize, pretty big, a wolverine, or footprints that were smeared. Either way, they were wandering around in strange patterns. Might be a sick animal, we'll need to keep an eye out. July 24th, Poem of the Day. The sun as she sleeps knows not the woes of men who toss and turn and worry and fret, and wish they had her blissful slumber. Picked up a bunch of trash left by tourists despite posted guidance. Humans are the worst. July 25th, Thought of the Day. Every majestic pine was once just a wee acorn. Observations. A lot of new growth in the area. Some of the saplings I planted earlier are really thriving. Must be all this rain. I don't mind it either. Great sounds to sleep to. It's amazing what a good night's rest and a warm cup of tea can do. I'm glad you keep your garbage pile next to your laundry machine so that your freshly laundered clothes can smell like garbage. All right. Doesn't seem to be that much we can do out here just yet. We only have like we only have pieces of the puzzle, not the whole thing. Right, let's see. Where did it say? The hero brave and strong left home to right a wrong. From the woods came a wolf.
Something feels different. I should look around. What is this?
Okay, we got a whole bunch of evidence.
not right. This is ridiculous.
And yet... reality has...
Oh shit. A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me. Huh. That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
saves you from death, but shatters in the process. Interesting. Hopefully I get more than one. Can I use those on other nursery rhymes? Is that what I'm expected to do?
Reach the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
I've done everything I can.
There's another lunchbox.
Obviously, you're going to succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
All right. And I must say, I do appreciate the game being like, hey, the story realizes that you're done here. You can move on. The great thing about upgrading your weapon magazine while you don't have much ammo is you'll still not have a full magazine. Am I expected to run along the river?
Another locked box.
Rock, tree. Are you bright enough? No, I'm very stupid. 6 plus 2 is 8. Where is rock? Plus 3. Three plus 3 is 6. So what is that, 6, 6, 8? 3 plus 3 is 6. And then 6 plus 2. Or is it just... Am I just looking at the plus 3s? I'm clearly not bright enough. Oh, hello. How are you? How many hits do you take, you? Jesus. Well, that was a waste of supplies. I still haven't opened up the lockbox because I have... Like, it seems like it should be 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. So it should be 6, 6, 8. I don't know what I'm missing. If the answer is rock, rock, tree. Okay, supposedly there's a separate area with another it's all the way over here. 7 minus 2. So I also was wondering whether, like, if it was bright enough, that meant you had to use your flashlight on the equations. So I used a battery in the process of trying to solve this puzzle. Are you one of us or one of them? Ooh, a big one. Big boy. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm gonna not use it for now. Just in case, like, my health can get healed up in between here and there. Like, I feel like that would be a nice convenience that this game could offer me. It has not been particularly convenient in the supply area. What does the photo mean? Is there a legend to this map? Like a legend to explain what these icons are actually indicating? Because that would be great. Can I open this up? Or is it locked? Ah, thank goodness. I will definitely need the extra ammo and the batteries, considering I just wasted a battery.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
I looked down at the rippling water. The moonlight danced over each and every little wave, a marching band of shimmering light. Lonely and cold, I hugged myself inside. I thought of him. Then the surface of the lake calmed, and like a spectral surprise, he was there, his face smiling at me, reflected in the water. I looked up, not daring to believe it was true, but it was true. He was there, my love, my savior, my writer. I'm going to hold on to those fragments in case I can... Ah. Okay, I'm still not going to use that healing item, but what I will do is hobble over to the witch's hut and save my game. Oh, there's a sign. Just slowly make my way. In theory, stepping into the light will heal me back up. Ah, thank goodness. 36 bullets. I've got so many bullets now. Oh, I'm just overloaded with bullets. All right, let's see if we can go up this way. Explore in that direction. And then swing around back to the rental cabins to reunite with Casey and Wake. All right, that goes to the general store. What about the lieutenant store? The colonel store? The specific store? How do I get to those locations? The Bony-Legged Path. That's a name for a trail. Am I supposed to shoot that? It looks like a target. I had to try. I think I'm overthinking a lot of these things. The mortar falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one of the witch of the cauldron is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. The witch was fabled to use
another Alex Casey lunchbox?
A mortar and pestle to fly? My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Have taken snuck up on me while I was looking for lunchboxes. It seems like they're not interested in a lunchbox with 2 manuscript scraps. Oh no, slight poppin'.
This can't be the right way.
Oh. All right. I cannot go in that direction. Can I go towards the rental cabins? Because that at least goes towards the parking garage. Or the, it's not a garage, the parking lot. Oh yeah, I've passed by this area before. This is the path we first took down to go towards the witch's ladle. And then we probably don't have the key to the rental cabins, so we might as well just go back to the parking lot. This place is very overgrown. Okay. That is a convenient hole in the fence.
You ready to go?
Yep. We are ready to move on with our lives.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
As you are covered in mud.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
An interesting way to present this conversation.
Just weird case, that's all.
Also, I feel as though this would be a creepier presentation if it isn't for the fact that, like...
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey.
Every day I have to go to work earlier in the morning.
Just tell her I love her.
This is what my drive looks like. This is what my regular drive to work looks like when I have to go to work early in the morning, or if I come back from something later at night. Yes, give me that synchronicity.
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake?
Barry?
Been gone a long time.
No.
Where's Barry?
They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out.
Mr. Scratch?
Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
Ah, finally, Mr. Door. I've been seeing pictures of Mr. Door online.
Thank you. Welcome. Well, we have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. And as usual, our house band, Old Gods of Asgard, is here. Take it away, you crazy Vikings!
Was I on a talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Alan Wake, Mr. Door. Wait, let's explore first before we enter the television. Bob
A strange
Balder.
pull toward the TV.
Ah, Tor Anderson, part of the Old Gods. Are these actual photos of the Poets of the Fall band?
Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down, sit down, sit down. Woo! Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Man, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. Kept expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello? I'm losing it. Something's not right here.
Oh,
To
really?
get home. To Alice.
How did you realize something wasn't right? What gave it away, Alan? The old gods of Asgard. I'm trying to practice the 180, but it feels like I have to be really precise with the
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
like I have to be really precise with tapping back twice. In between with Mr. Door. The connection between the two realities. The threshold. Ah, the old gods of Asgard's room.
Old gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
665, Neighbor of the Beast. A classic Sam Lake joke. Mr. Door is here.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Dr. Casper Darling, a little bit of a connection for the Federal Bureau of Control. Also, the voice of Alan Wake and body of Alan Wake. Or should I say, the actor who plays as the voice of Alan Wake is Casper Darling in face and voice. My interpretation of many worlds. Which it's interesting that there are so many characters in Sam Lake's games that have now become connected, which have the same voice actors. Like Alex Casey is voiced by James McCaffrey, who's also the voice of the diver in Alan Wake 1, who is also Trench in Control. Am I supposed to have found something? Like a code.
Hey! I think I've been locked in. Anybody?
Fuck. Now I have to find the code myself. Great.
If I was a code, where would I be? Does that mean anything? Or is that just Like, I would imagine it would have been in Mr. Door's room. But I don't see any clues, or at least I didn't see any clues to the code in there. "665, neighbor of the beast."
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Oh, impossible to say.
There we go. Pallet jack? Who's even moving things around here with
There was something in the studio with me.
a pallet jack?
Get out. Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about riding here for countless days.
Is this his writer's room to the dark place to, Saga's mind place?
A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far. But other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Part 1, Late Night. Read me, beware Scratch, Alice. At the talk show, I thought I was home in New York, but none of it had felt right. I was trapped in the dark place, a nightmare beyond our world. The writer's room was my safe haven. My writing affected what was outside. I was trying to write a story to escape this place. The story was called Initiation. With the story I wrote, I projected myself out to look for a way to escape. I tried many times, failed. This place made me forget. Everything Door had said had felt true. Was that part of my writing or coming from somewhere else?
I had to keep writing. I couldn't leave. This wasn't the way out. my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out.
A diver analogy?
Writing was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. Best-selling writer, books, the films are based on. Let's do this!
I like how there's like no applause for the writer, but there's tons of applause for the actor.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
The meta-ness of this is all over the place.
Sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel
You have
about
Sam
his
Lake,
role
the
of
creator of
Casey?
Alan Wake. Alan
Look
Wake,
back
the
to you.
creator of Alex Casey.
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
A creator talking to his creation, talking to his
Alan,
creation.
Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations. I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
Also, I appreciate the fact that Sam Lake is just speaking as Sam Lake.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great. Murder Case Casey. Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
Alright, we're gonna stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.